So welcome my trad friends to my play along session number 227. Tom Morley coming at you from beautiful Chattanooga, Tennessee, as always, right here in the room where it happens in my office, where I love to play tunes, give lessons, and share some tunes with folks from around the country. And so here we are for the 227th time. You know me, if you followed me at all, I love to do some themes for some of my playlists. It makes it fun to put the tunes together. And this is a playlist that I actually created, most of it, about 2 years ago in June of 2023. And I put together a bunch of tunes that we could play for a trad wedding. By that I mean all the tunes either have the word wedding in them or they refer to parts of a wedding. And so what we're going to do is give ourselves a bunch of fun tunes and officiate a wedding at the same time. So let's get started right away with Haste to the Wedding. We all got to get there, right? So one of the most famous Irish jigs of all time, probably a top 10 tune that everybody should know. And I've always had fun playing this tune, never get tired of it, and I know I've shared it many a time here on the old play along sessions over the years. But are you ready? Let's play Haste to the Wedding 3 times. First time just a little under speed, and then we'll pick it up a little bit, because everybody should know this tune and be able to play it well. Here we go. Haste to the Wedding. 1, 2, 1, 2. From the top. One more time. Yep, we're going to a wedding here today, so that's our first tune of the session, Haste to the Wedding. Such a great tune, been played for maybe hundreds of years, and it was even the name of a chapter in one of the Little House on the Prairie books. So they loved this tune out there on the prairie and everywhere else as well. But now we're finally at the wedding, and it's time to play a slipjig, a very famous tune called A Fig for a Kiss, because every wedding, every romance must start with a kiss, right? And then of course you kiss the bride during the wedding. So here we have a fig for a kiss. I've had some dried figs and I've had fresh figs. I do like fresh figs better, but I guess I would maybe trade a fig for a kiss. Would you? I don't know. So anyway, let's go right into the slip jig, 9/8 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another classic tune here that everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to have a handful of slip jigs, or hop jigs as they're sometimes called, in their repertoire, and this is as famous as it gets. Here we go with A Fig for a Kiss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. Fig for a Kiss is the name of that tune. What a fun tune that one is, huh? All right. I guess we've got a lot of people are really checking in. And I want to say hi to David in Ohio. Really appreciate him stopping by, and Janice in Massachusetts, Betsy Nelson in Hermitage. Okay. Gary is also right down the road here. He could almost just walk down the street and come and play along with me. That's how close. We've got folks from every corner of the country and right down the street. So I find that to be particularly endearing. I don't know. Catherine Lee is watching from Los Angeles, and Patty's in Florida. And gosh, you've got so many wonderful comments here. Really appreciate it here. Once again, you're tuned in to yours truly, Tom Morley, here with Play Along session number 227. We've been going strong since March of 2020 with live streaming sessions almost every single Monday for over 5 and coming up on like 5.5 years now. So always have such great, loyal TRAD friends tuning in and playing along, telling their friends about it, and even inviting folks over to play along with them. So it's really been a great bunch of years, and I really appreciate it. It's because you guys are out there that I'm sitting here and doing this, that's for sure. The next tune we have, I haven't played it in a long time. I might not have played it over the last year. I'm not 100% sure. I did introduce it 2 years ago when we did this kind of a wedding-themed playlist before. It's called the Wedding Day Jig. I had to play this one. I just have to play this one, right? This tune, in my time of learning Irish trad tunes for over a quarter of a century now, it's been more than 25 years that I've been playing these kind of tunes and teaching them and sharing them. There's many times when I play a tune, I can remember the first time I heard it. How about you? I can remember the person who played it. I can remember where I was. Maybe I learned it at a workshop, or maybe I heard it on a recording. You never know. But there's many times that are clear in my mind when back at McSherry's Pub in Fairhope, Alabama, where a friend and I lived, somebody would bring in a tune and play it, and I would instantly fall in love with it. So the Wedding Day Jig is one of those tunes. I should play it a whole lot more often. And I can clearly see the lady who sat down and played this along with me, a wonderful lady and a fiddle player from Pensacola, Florida. Her name was Claire Davis, and she passed away earlier this year. So I play this tune with a little bittersweetness now, but that's something, the amazing effect of the tunes you play, the fiddle tunes for me, is they each have some history, and the person who taught them to me or where I learned them kind of goes on and on every time I play the tune. So I'm sending this one out in memory of Claire Davis, a good friend back in Pensacola, and this is a tune she brought in many years ago when we learned the Wedding Day Jig. Are you ready? Here we go. It's in the key of D, and it goes all the way from the lowest notes on your violin to all the way up your E strings. So this is a fun tune, and you use all your notes, as I like to say, all four of your strings, all you fiddle players out there. Here we go with the Wedding Day Jig. 3 times. 1, 2. Isn't that a great tune? It uses lots of notes and has a very lilting and lovely melody to it. And so I hope you enjoy that. I haven't played that one in quite a while. I do think so. A couple of the trad friends out there wondered if it's a brand new tune. It isn't new, but it's I had to dust it off, let's call it that, for this special occasion, the trad wedding tunes all through the playlist here. The next tune is actually a tune that you play at weddings. especially in Ireland, is called Give Me Your Hand. And it's an ancient tune. It's hundreds of years old. And so I bet it's been played for about 500 million weddings. I don't know. But I have a clear memory of this tune as well. Back when the very first time Fran and I went to Ireland, it was 2002. And I was just still kind of learning tunes and remembering them and understanding Irish tunes. That's why we went to Ireland, is because I was already so excited about it. And we were in the beautiful city of Cove, and we went inside the very famous church there that's up on the hill. And there was an organist in the church, and she was playing through tunes for probably a prospective bride. And the tune she was playing when we walked in was Give Me Your Hand. And I recognized it, and I was so excited that it was a tune that I had just recently learned and heard right there at the church. So I have played this tune actually for many, many weddings. And so it's the perfect tune to add in our special wedding themed playlist today. And of course you take the bride's hand when you're doing the parts of the wedding. So it also works perfectly there. I'm going to do it 2 times around. This tune was written by Rory Dahl, a harp player, I think, back, like I said, many hundreds of years ago, 1500, 1600. And it takes 64 measures to play the tune 1 time around. If you all have the sheet music in front of you, that's the whole page, and it takes that long to play it once. So it's a unique tune in that way. Got to keep your place. You also got to watch out for one sneaky F natural, which is near the end of the tune. This is in the key of G, and so the F's are sharp, but there is one little unique accidental near the end. So watch out for that. Beautiful melody. I'm going to play it 2 times around, and then I'm going to play the first line 1 more time to tag it and finish it up. If you want to do that along with me, you certainly can. It's a 3/4 time, so it has a beautiful waltzy lilt. Here we go, 2 times around on the beautiful Irish melody called Give Me Your Hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. ancient melody from Ireland called Give Me Your Hand. It's hard to keep track on that one, and I had to pay attention too. I'd practiced it before the session, thought I could do it without looking, but I decided it was more important to get all the notes right and not goof it up for you. So there we go, a beautiful tune that you could actually play for a wedding anytime if you're a musician and you do that. I've done many of those, many weddings, and so there's a tune that works both ways in our special themed playlist. You know, the bride has to have some flowers, a bouquet of flowers, and so our next tune is a hornpipe called Flowers in Springtime. And this is one of those fun tunes that particularly in the early days of the playlists, making playlists and being stuck at home back in 2020 and early 2021, I was always just looking through all my many books of Irish trad tunes, looking for new ones to learn. And this is one that I just picked up out of a book and really enjoyed playing. It's a jaunty, fun little tune, and it does sound like flowers blooming in springtime to me, I think. So here we go, 2 times around on this lovely hornpipe. Don't forget to give it all those eighth notes a nice lilt, and it's called Flowers in Springtime. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Flowers in Springtime. What a cute little tune that one is. A great hornpipe, really. And if you want to surprise your friends with a brand new tune, a brand new hornpipe, that might be one for you. All right. Well, in our first 5 tunes, we've hastened to the wedding, and then we seal that romance with a kiss, a fig for a kiss, and then we danced to the wedding day jig. We heard a beautiful tune, and the bride and groom held hands with Give Me Your Hand, and then we had flowers for the bride with Flowers in Springtime. So far, so good, huh? Well, we have 5 more tunes that are all wedding related, so don't go anywhere. I hope you'll continue to have fun with me here, and play some more tunes on session number 227. This is a good time to remind you that don't forget that from now on Facebook, you'll only have 30 days after I do my live stream to revisit it on my Facebook page. Okay? I'm going to guess that most of you either tune in right away, watch me like right now, or maybe I do get messages and posts about folks who watch the day after or a couple days after, but certainly within the first week. Most people, I think, actually visit my Monday live stream on my page within a week. But poof, after 30 days, they're all gone for good. But don't forget my YouTube channel is youtube.com/@TomMorleyFiddle, and there you'll see all of the play along sessions I've done throughout 2025. There's 20 of them so far, and this one will also be there. And then I've taken 20 of my favorite play along sessions from the past 5 years, and slowly we'll put those up on YouTube too. So that way all my tunes and yours truly will be there whenever you want to enjoy and play along on YouTube. I have timestamps, they call them, and you can click right to the tune instead of hearing me talk on and on like now. You can also change the tempo. You can change the speed on YouTube videos. So you can take any tune I'm playing here and turn it into a learning lesson. You could play it over and over again at any speed you want. So that's pretty good. That's a good trade-off, I think. And new people are now discovering me on YouTube, so that's also great as well. Next week, the 7th of July, I will be back for play along session number 228, and no session on the 14th, and then back once again for a few more later on in July. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty excited here. We finally have started a brand new Irish session here in Chattanooga, something we haven't had in a long time. So I'm going to get to play some tunes at nice lively tempos and learn some new ones from my friends, and to just generally have a brand new opportunities to play the tunes I love along with some friends in Chattanooga. So that's exciting news for me, and if you ever wind up finding yourself in Chattanooga, you should let me know, and you should sit in on our brand new sessions, which happen at a local brewery the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month. Well, every other Thursday of each month. So you just let me know if you're going to be in Chattanooga and want to join in. All right, I think that's all the messages and news for the day. So back to the tunes. What do you say? We've got plenty more tunes to go. Of course, if we're going to get married at this TRAD tune wedding, we have to have a priest, right? I have to have somebody officiating up there at the altar, and we've got the musical priest, a very famous tune, which is a 3-part single reel. Okay, so it's not really that tricky. Well, I think it is a pretty challenging tune. It's got lots of triplets. It's got bowed triplets, finger triplets. It's got two sets of bowed triplets, that sort of thing. The word cinnamon that I've taught you all about. It's got some string changes, some back and forth like this. And the trickiest thing about it is what I call a roadmap of the tune, to make sure you play the A section correctly and the B section and the final section of the tune, all different from each other. So it's a bit challenging. Let's try it 3 times around. What do you say? The musical priest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. challenging tune, but quite well known. It's called the Musical Priest. So 3 different sections, completely different from each other. The first little melody is not all that challenging, but then each section gets a little more complicated. And so we have the triplets, the finger triplets, and the dita, 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 that sort of classic Irish motif, as I call it. And then the third section of the tune, all on the E string, lots of E string notes, a lot of pinkies, da 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 da. So you've got to use your pinky a lot, nice and strong and good and loud as you play the Musical Priest. Well, there's a good challenging tune for you guys to work on, and once again, it works real well with our wedding themed playlist here tonight. The next tune, brand new tune. I've never played this one for you guys or shared it with you in all these years, but I thought about it. It's called MacLeod's Farewell, but it's also known as the wedding reel, so it still fits into our format here. We've had a jig called the Wedding Day Jig. Now we've got a wedding reel. It was originally called MacLeod's Farewell, and it was written by a Scottish musician named Donald Shaw. I first heard it on an album, one of my favorite Irish Celtic albums of all time, by the band Lunasa, their album, The Merry Sisters of Fate. And they called it the wedding reel on that album, so that's where I got that idea. It's a beautiful tune. You can tell that it's a Scottish tune, kind of, because there's some bowed triplets, there's some cinnamon sound. Usually in Irish tunes, the triplets are on beats 2 or 4, but in Scottish tunes they often wind up on beats 1 and 3. So in the Irish tunes, when I play them, if there's a triplet, I'm doing up, down, up. But if it comes on the beat, on the first or third beat, your bow is the other way around, it's down, up, down, and that makes it a little more awkward and trickier to do. That's something you got to keep in mind on this tune. Once you've learned the first 4 measures, however, it's really not that hard. It's quite repetitive. That little melody right there comes in over and over again. So you'll be able to get better and better at it each time you play it. If you get a chance to listen to it on that Lunasa album, I think you'll really enjoy it, and there's some beautiful chords that go along with this tune that make it more interesting as well. But let's give it a try. Brand new tune, first time around, an extra slow version, and then I'll kick it up on the second and third time. Here we go, MacLeod's Farewell, also known as the wedding reel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One more time. That tune, sharing it with you for the very first time here on the Play Along session. MacLeod's Farewell, also known as the Wedding Reel, if you hear it on the Lunasa album, written by Scottish trad player Donald Shaw. That's a good tune. I've played it lots of times at sessions, and I might have to introduce that one right here to my Chattanooga trad friends as well. All right, let's play another pretty one. I know my dad is out there and he's not feeling his best. He's got some problems with his neck, and I'll be checking in with him later. But I know he likes a pretty tune, and this next one is as pretty as they come. All the other tunes we played were from Ireland or Scotland, but this tune is from Sweden, and it was first recorded and performed by a trad band from Sweden called Vesson. The guitar player in that band, Roger Tallroth, wrote this little melody for his niece's christening. His niece was named Josefin, and so this one is known as Josefin's Waltz, or Josephine's Christening. It goes by both of those names. It's become a very popular trad waltz to play. And I've played it for contra dances, I think, and I've played it for weddings, and everybody really, really loves this beautiful melody. And I have to agree, the first time I heard it, I knew I had to learn it and play it. So this is my exclusive arrangement, if you're looking at my own pages. I'll play the first section twice and repeat that, and the same with the second section, and we'll play the entire tune 2 times around, and then I'm going to tag it once again, this time with the very last line of the tune. I'm going to go ahead and play the last line one final time, and that becomes a very beautiful ending. You can trust me on that. Here we go in the key of G, a Swedish waltz, Josefin's Waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm happy to share that tune with you. It's known as Josefin's Waltz. I hope you enjoyed playing that one along with me. And I'll have to do that one a little more often because that is such a beautiful, sweet tune. From Sweden, once again, but well known all around the world now. All right, we have time for 2 more tunes. So maybe the bride and groom danced to a waltz, of course, and maybe that was Josefin's waltz that they danced to there. And so then they looked at each other and they both said out loud the name of this Irish slide in D. I'd rather be married than single. That's the name of the tune, ladies and gentlemen. And so it's a lot of fun to play. Very simple, a great tune to try and learn by memory, or to look at the first time on the page and then look away from it. But there's quite a repetitive part of that same little melody comes in over and over again. So let's have fun with this Irish slide in 6/8 time in the key of D called I'd Rather Be Married Than Single. 1, 2, here we go. Oh, that's a fun tune, I gotta tell you. I'd Rather Be Married Than Single is the name of that tune. Seems like the perfect way to end our special wedding-themed session here, a June bride on the very last day of June 2025, the last day of the first half of 2025, ladies and gentlemen. So that means it's all downhill from here, I guess. But I will be back with you in the second half of 2025, starting next Monday on July the 7th. I hope everybody has a safe and happy 4th of July, and I hope everybody has a good week. So I'll be thinking of each and every one of you, and want to thank you again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, you can send a donation my way to the wedding musician, right? PayPal.me/IrishTradFiddle. Send a few dollars my way, and I'll appreciate it. Once again, this month it's been really neat because you guys helped me with your donations to make a big check to our local PBS station, WTCI, and that was a wonderful thing that I was glad to be able to do, and you all helped out with that too. Let's finish up with Mairi's wedding, one of the most fun, joyful tunes from Scotland and a well-known Celtic melody. Are you ready? Let's celebrate that wedding. 1, 2, here we go. Time. That was fun. So we had a great musical wedding here with kisses and flowers and vows and priests, and we just celebrated a wedding every way we could. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's wish everybody who tunes in from Canada there. We have a lot of Canadian friends, TRAD friends out there. Tomorrow's Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to you all. A sincere hope that you all have a great one. We have the 4th of July on Friday, and in the meantime, until I see you guys again, take care, stay safe, be good, keep positive, and do good whenever you can. That's all any of us can do. Until the next time, play some tunes, and I hope to see you next time for more tunes. Bye for now.